Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss P, and today's read aloud is coming from your ELA test book. All right. Our read aloud for today is entitled Ancient Astronomers and is located on page 95. So let's get those reading fingers ready and let's get ready to read. Ancient Astronomers. Ancient people looked at the night sky and thought about what they saw. Many studied the patterns of stars and saw the shapes of people, objects, and animals. A lot of the constellations we recognize today are the same as those identified by ancient civilizations. These include Taurus, the bull, and Scorpius, the scorpion. Many societies also had practical reasons for looking at the sky. For example, a people called the Maya lived in Mexico and Central America. The Maya used the appearance of one group of stars, the Pleiades, to tell them when it was time to start planting crops. They knew that the sun, moon, and planets appeared to move separately on their own paths. The stars, in contrast, appeared to move all together. The Maya noticed that the Pleiades showed up in the early morning sky in the spring, during the month we call April. Their appearance in the sky told the Maya to begin planting. The Chinese determined the seasons by the position of the Big Dipper, an easily recognizable group of stars. In the winter, the handle of the dipper would point downward at early evening. In the spring, it would point east. The Chinese also divided the year into 12 parts, based on where the handle of the dipper was pointing. Tens of thousands of years ago, people used the movement of the sky to measure days and months. Daylight and darkness occurs each day because Earth spins around its center like a top. Because Earth spins, a part of Earth points towards the sun during daytime and away from the sun at night. Ancient people figured out a day can be measured as the time between when the sun is at its highest point in the sky each day. On average, the cycle takes about 24 hours. The ancients also measured a month by the movements of the moon. Ancient people knew it took the moon about 30 days to go through all of its phases. With today's technology, we know the exact time for these events, but we still use the same measurements for days and months as the ancient people did. While studying the sky during the day, ancient people noticed the sun moves in a regular way. It rises in the east and sets in the west. The ancients also noted the sun reaches a different height in the sky each day. In the northern hemisphere, the sun climbs to the highest point it will reach all year on June 20th or 21st. This day, called the summer solstice, has the longest period of daylight and the shortest night. The winter solstice, on December 25th or 22nd, has the shortest day and the longest night. The ancients were able to measure 1 year as the period from one solstice to the next. By using the sun's position, the Maya accurately measured the length of the year to be about 365 days. Ancient people built observatories to watch the sky. Some had special ways to keep track of the solstice. Stonehenge is a 3,000-year-old astronomical site in modern-day England. At dawn on the summer solstice, sunlight shines through a circle of large upright stones and points to a stone in the center. At Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, the sunlight on the summer solstice passes through rocks and strikes the middle of a spiral carving made by the Anansi people. Ancient people used their knowledge of the sky to create calendars, but this process was difficult. A lunar month, the period from one new month to the next, is only about 29.5 days. But 12 lunar months does not equal 365 days, which is the amount of time it takes Earth to complete a solar year. Many ancient calendars solved the problem by changing the number of days in a month. Some months had 29 days and others 30, which is similar to our months today. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today's reading. If you need to go back and look at it, start the video over. If not, get ready to jump in and answer those questions. Now go be great, my amazing scholars. Bye.